y'all. It's Cindy Toucher with Around the Town in the South. And I just stopped by Odom's Eye Care because they are one of our newest sponsors. And I want to introduce you to the two doctors from Odom's Eye Care. We have Dr. Delia McKinney Evans. She has a lot of names. And Dr. Courtney Thompson.
Yes.
And I have been coming to Odom's. My husband comes to Odom's. A lot of my friends come to Odom's. But one of the things that drew us here is Odom's has been, number one, just growing, but they are the oldest eye care in Jackson, Mississippi, and we think maybe even the state.
Yes.
What year was Odom started?
1947.
So, quick math I can't do. So how many
72
years? 72 years. Okay, which I'm going to guess you have not been here all 72 years.
Not all of them.
So how did you come to Odom's? How long have you been with Odom's, and how did that come to be?
Okay, I started working next door to Odom's Optical in 2009.
Okay.
Rebecca Odom's was working here at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And I worked here a couple of years, and she decided she wanted to retire. And she said, I love how you take care of the patients. I want you to take over if you can. And I was like, oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And so I actually purchased the practice in 2011.
Wow. Well, what a good thing to invest in.
Yes.
something that's been around for that long. And then you can continue to grow, and
That's right.
added Dr. Thompson.
Brought in Dr. Thompson.
And so tell me about your background.
I've been practicing for 7 years now, and I originally met Dr. Evans in 2014. I came over to kind of fill in for her, and I really enjoy, the one-on-one with the patients and how patient-centered this practice is. So when they grew a little bit more, and she invited me to come over and work in 2017, but I'd love to join the staff here. I think I'd be a good fit.
And
That's
she
great.
has been. It's been great.
Yeah, well, Dr. Thompson is who's been taking care of me, so I agree. She does a great job taking care of you.
Thank you.
And one thing that I didn't even really know about until in the past few years that I use is I don't have a problem seeing so much as I just have barely reached that age where I need reading glasses. And I was forever looking for my reading glasses, and half the time they were on top of my head, which was not a good fashion look. And you don't always have your little reading glasses to match your outfit. It's not the best accessory. But I was sitting on them, I was losing them. They were in one purse, and I brought the other. And I found out you can get contacts that are bifocal contacts, and so now I don't have to carry those reading glasses around with me. I have them in my eyes all the time when I need them, and I can see both far away and I can read with them. I absolutely love them. I highly recommend that to anybody who's in their reading glass phase of life. And there's so much else. A lot of people think that just because they have really good eyesight and I can see just fine, I don't need to go to an eye doctor yet. Why would you need to come to an eye doctor?
I'm going to let Dr. Thompson answer that question.
That's one of the reasons that I was so drawn to Odom's is because we're more about eye health. So essentially people feel like, my vision's good, but there are a lot of systemic diseases such as high blood pressure, diabetes, things like that, that can be causing eye problems also. And a lot of times people don't know that they have those issues until they have a comprehensive eye exam. So one of the things I like to say to patients is that the eye is the only organ we don't have to cut open to see inside of. So if you have uncontrolled diabetes or you don't know you're diabetic and your vessels are leaking there, your vessels could be leaking in other places in your body also. So we can identify those problems there. So eye health is a big concern because it's so closely linked to systemic health.
Right. Okay. How often does that happen? Do people come in for an eye exam and find out something else that's
more than you would know, especially in the South.
Oh wow.
Yes. And it's not just linked to systemic disease, like you said. It could be hereditary eye conditions, especially glaucoma. We see a lot of that. And glaucoma is silent. There's no symptoms for it. Patients can't tell just by the way they're looking or how their eyes feel. And it's only when they come to the eye doctor and we look inside of the eye, we look at the optic nerve structure, we look at the eye pressures, and do several other tests to know if they have damage to the nerve that could cause loss of vision.
And that's really scary that somebody would wait too long and be close to losing their vision before they found that out. So some other things you do. We were talking earlier about your glasses.
Yes.
When we put them on, the light we have was making blue rings to them, and they're called.
These are blue blockers. It blocks the blue light that comes from all of our digital devices, whether it's our cell phones or computers, TV screens, any blue light, even LED lights, fluorescent lights. It can damage the macula, which is the retina, over long periods of time. And so I try to educate my patients. If you're on the computers a lot, get
who's
a blue blocker.
who is not on some kind of digital device all day long? I don't know.
And our children,
yes,
they've been exposed more than we were in our generation. So,
what if you don't need glasses? But would it be good? Can you wear these while you're at your computer working without having a prescription?
Definitely. We prescribe that all the time.
So that's a good thing to know too.
And that's really good for digital eye strain. So if you're looking at those computers all the time and your eyes feel tired and you feel really fatigued at the end of the day, the blue blockers will help with that. That's
good to know. And what I know, one thing that we were talking about the other day is a lot of people don't think you need sunglasses in the winter because it's And so now I love me some sunglasses. So I'm not one of those people because I love accessories and the more the better. But and I probably don't buy good quality ones, which is shame on me. But now, why do you need sunglasses all year round?
Essentially because UV, you need that UV protection. That kind of slows the growth of cataracts and things like that. So you really want to wear something to help with that.
Yeah, because that really is damaging to your eyes. It's not just to keep the glare out to see better. Right. It's really to protect your eyes to wear them. And that's why you need a good quality sunglasses too.
We don't think about UV affecting our eyes. We think about UV affecting our skin. And so we use our sunscreen, but we don't think about our eyes.
So it's kind of like sunscreen for your eyes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I had one patient 2 years ago. I was doing her routine exam, and I actually found a tumor inside of her eye when I was dilating the patient. And I asked her, I said, do you wear sunglasses? She said, I never wear sunglasses. I said, that's why we need to wear sunglasses. But she went and got it evaluated. It turned out to be benign, but still.
Yeah, well, I take a chance. So, well, is there anything else that's, that we're missing that's important to have to come to the eye doctor? And can y'all think of anything? I was trying to cover everything that I know about, but
some people ask us about LASIK. And because they want to have less dependency on their glasses, and we can definitely evaluate patients for that to see if they're a good candidate.
Oh, well, that's a good thing to know. So if you need to see an eye doctor, which everybody needs to go, if you're looking for an eye doctor, this is a great place to come. My husband and I both have been very, very happy with the service here, and they're so friendly and nice, and they're on Old Canton Road in Jackson. And the phone number I've got written down here, 601-977-0272. I've got all the information above. You can go to their website, but I highly recommend coming to the eye doctor and getting an exam. And I don't think there's a better place in town to go than Odom's. And I guess for 72 years, there's other people who have thought that also, so, and continuing to grow. So I just am really excited to introduce you to the doctors, though, and to Odom's Eye Care. And thanks for tuning in with us, and take care of your eyes, and we'll see you around the town.